Today, from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers? 1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss. Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 47-yard
on the ground. This is Joe Mixon. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
The Steelers take over first.
So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. Orchestrating the offense will be the top pick in the 2018 draft, and that's Baker Mayfield.
It was so interesting in the run-up to the draft to talk with different scouts. I got one to tell me that in his notes he wrote down, Mayfield, brash, happy-go-lucky, plays the same way, barely restrained improv act that frustrates opponents and sometimes his own coaches, but produces plenty of highlights. What do you think of that?
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood what the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
The Bengals ball carrier.
The numbers for Mixon last week: 12 carries, 56 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, this is where it becomes a challenge for the offensive coordinator. He's got a bell cow at tailback right now. Number 3 in the league in rushing, within shouting distance of the lead. But at the same time, if the passing game is open, he's got to take advantage of that too.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side.
Complete.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me,
and the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They begin the drive with McFarland. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end.
Complete.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3. At the
On the ground, it's McFarland. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Taken down back at the 42.
From the gun, Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he will have the Steelers' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
4-yard line.
Mayfield looks to throw. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game.
It's 3rd.
They'll run with McFarland. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
Here's McFarland. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. From the gun, this will be McFarland. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on 3rd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. David Njoku, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line, this is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Point after here coming up. Put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a second down.
Complete to Joe Mixon. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the gun to give to Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Steelers 7, Bengals 0.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And Adams has it complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 7.
They'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll drop to throw. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just have good ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
On 2nd down, McFarland.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon. It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance, because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They're still looking at 0 on the scoreboard, and they're going to be hard-pressed to do anything with this field position as they'll start at their 1-yard line.
This almost feels like you're trying to climb Mount Everest, because they can put together a decent drive, get a couple of first downs, maybe a third one, and still not even get to midfield. That's a daunting task for this offense.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
Now back to throw. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. This is brought in at the 21. Juju Smith-Schuster and the rest of this offense heading back out there. Not only does he not have a catch, I don't think he's been targeted in this game, but they're winning.
And if you ask a receiver of his magnitude, he'll tell you that it's because everyone is focused on him anyway. Okay, you've taken it away. No catches, no targets, but we're still winning. I've opened things up for the rest of my team. I know how receivers train.
They've been using him as a decoy, and effectively so. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield able to hit his target, Claypool. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, first down. Mayfield to throw it. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Now a run with McFarland. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down at the 31. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
To throw, Mayfield. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Running with McFarland. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Brought down by the cornerback, William Jackson.
No gain on the play.
Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now Mayfield. That's complete right around the 8. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll run with McFarland. And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. On 3rd down, here's McFarland. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. Their turn. Bengals are going to get the football back.
Brendan, let's file this play away for later. Let's note this play because, to me, it's not out of the question that the decision to pass up the 3 there could come back to haunt them later on.
Cincinnati set to take over once again.
And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line.
Taken down by
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
But both teams practice this situation, and this time the guys on offense won, and in a very nice way. What a run from that position on their own goal line.
Gave him some good breathing room.
I wonder now, do you still stack the line of scrimmage, or do you play normal defense? They may have backed him off with that run.
Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now the Bengals urging everybody to get back to the line of scrimmage. And that one will fall incomplete.
intended for Joe.
Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw again.
He'll drop this one down to Mixon.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as we say goodbye to September and take a look around the NFL here on this first day of October. We'll start up in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. 34-28, the final score. From there, we take the long plane ride back to Florida to check on the Dolphins at home in Miami. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. Preston Williams, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And that one all even as they play the visiting Texans. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They're leading right now and on the heels of that victory last week against Arizona. 1st and 10 as they start this drive. Mayfield now. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Chase Claypool, incomplete. Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Completion here to Claypool. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Again, McFarland. And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here's Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Now Joe Mixon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Adams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
First down.
Well, look what we have here. A sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 at the 19. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
On play action, they'll throw. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
It's 3rd down and 3.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. This is caught. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it.
And the Steelers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the one touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader, making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They're like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this third and fourth quarter. Are you touched?
The ball carrier.
He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack, that is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his second touchdown on the season. Then the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. Mayfield. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and 8.
And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's
nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
McFarland once more.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. They were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd.
Throwing, Mayfield. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Steelers capitalize for 6.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this carries into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
He was brought down at the
A gain of 3, second down.
a pickup of 3. Brings
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. That catch good for 5. It's third down. They'll run here with Mixon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Tackle made at his 48.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Slant to Adams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty is a result of that hit there.
Out of his hands quickly to Higgins.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And the Bengals first down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Now we're first and 10 at the 11.
This is Mixon on the draw. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Khalil Mack able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Now, Bengals on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. You know, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Davante Adams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead.
He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. And one of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. On first down, they'll start with McFarland. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 7 times and could use another right now. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
That's good for Pittsburgh.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll run here with McFarland. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Tackled by Samson Ebuka. It's a gain of 7. Brings up.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Blitz coming and down. The sack. Say hello to Chandler Jones. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
On 3rd down, McFarland. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Complete. It's 2nd down and 10.
And this is going to be incomplete. Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Khalil Mack able to record his 5th sack of the season.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. On first down, McFarland. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
The Steeler first down on a pickup of 11 yards. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
On the ground, it's McFarland.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Brought down right
there to make the tackle, Samson Abukum.
Gain on the play. Second
play action now. Here's Mayfield.
36-yard line.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Steelers 27, Bengals 6.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up.
Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Sly on for the extra point.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bengals set to take over. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going. That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, They've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Third down and 10.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a fourth down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
You kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
9-yard line. A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
On third down, McFarland. And they will finally get to him down at the Bengals 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Steelers. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Pittsburgh, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1.